Khabib's coach Javier Mendez says Khabib would smash Conor McGregor if they had a rematch. Mario Yamasaki will be returning soon, and Jake Paul claims he will KO Ben Askren faster than Jorge Masvidal. All this and more in today's MMA Report. Former UFC interim lightweight champion Dustin Poirier defeated Conor McGregor at UFC 257 via TKO on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, and according to Dustin, he did not enjoy his time there. I don't know, part of it might be from spinning my wheels for 2 weeks sitting in a hotel room. You couldn't call this Fight Island, this is Fight Hotel. We couldn't leave the property. I'm sitting here 2 weeks cutting weight. The furthest I could go was to the workout room. This was like I was in a prison in my own mind here. I didn't enjoy warming up. I didn't enjoy sitting in a hotel room for 2 weeks, but damn, when I let the dog out and perform, I can scrap, man. It feels good, but there was no emotion. It appears legendary referee Mario, if your heart's beating you're still competing, Yamasaki will be making his return to MMA. He's not reffed since February of 2018, saying this to MMA Fighting. I'll go back to refereeing ASAP, maybe not in the UFC but Bellator, PFL, Shuto, so I can be in the sport. It'll be up to the athletic commission to accept me back. The UFC has given me everything I have in terms of exposure, travels, and all my knowledge. I lived through the pinnacle of MMA, only joy. I have nothing to complain, only to thank. 20 years there, it's not for everyone. YouTube star Jake Paul announced yesterday he's set to take on Ben Askren on April 17th in an 8-round boxing match. Speaking to Ariel Helwani, Jake thinks he can KO Askren faster than Jorge Masvidal did. I started boxing 2 years ago and I'm still going to knock him out faster than Masvidal. These MMA guys think because they throw punches they know how to box. The world complained because I knocked out a basketball player, not a real fighter. So now I'm giving the people what they want by taking on a real fighter. After Askren has added my knockout meme collection, what can anybody say? Askren has 20-something MMA fights but has been in there with Robbie Lawler. He's a tough guy. I think anyone would have been knocked out by Masvidal's knee. That knee that landed would have knocked out anyone. So I think Danis would have been the easiest one by far. But these MMA guys, just because they throw punches, they think they can box. This is why I'm confident in my ability to destroy. They have no head movement. They're slow. They aren't going to the gym every day and boxing. Kudos to him, but there were guys like Danis all over social media who I threw muddy, urine-filled toilet paper at his face. People wanted that fight. People wanted me to fight Askren, McGregor, Diaz, and I think all of those fights will happen eventually, but Danis claimed a knee injury. McGregor just lost. Diaz is tied up by the UFC. Ben Askren also spoke with Helwani about the upcoming bout, saying, "It's not like I'm going to box Mike Tyson or Roy Jones Jr. If I had to box those dudes, I'd be worried. Even if I had to box some of these MMA guys, I've stepped in the cage with trained killers, guys who do this for a living. Jake Paul is a YouTube star who beat up 2 guys who have never been in a fight. The notion that this guy is good at boxing is delusional. People are trying to think he's this good boxer. Think about the guys I've stood across the cage from. Douglas Lima, Andrei Korshkov, Robbie Lawler. They only had 4-ounce gloves on, and they could punch, elbow kick, or knee me. Now I've got to box this YouTube star with 10-ounce gloves on. It's not that concerning. Anyone who's been a combat athlete, they understand what it's like to be a fighter, what it's like to go through hard circumstances and battle adversity. They understand that toughness. Jake Paul is a little boy. He's some rich celebrity who wants to pretend he's a fighter by fighting guys who are real." After his loss to Poirier, McGregor claimed it was due to being inactive for too long, though former UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping disagrees. Speaking on his Believe You Me podcast, Bisping alluded to the fact that George St. Pierre came back after 4 years and choked him out. GSP came off the couch after 3.5 years and choked me out unconscious. A lot of people say that ring rust is a mental thing, and it is. If Conor was staying in the gym and doing everything he said, it wouldn't be a factor. The reality is tonight he went out there and he got beat by Poirier. There's no shame in that. At the end of the day, you get ready, 2 people into the cage. Dustin was the better man. You can look for excuses and dissect it. The ultimate answer tonight, the better man won the fight.